Beginning of the last days. As you can see, I'm in my car studio today. Um, so today is the first day of the beginning of the trial for the murder of Marissa Chen. And that is, as you might remember, a 13-year-old young girl named Marissa Chen. And she was killed in 2017 in someplace that I literally lived across the street from, and that's Central Park in Burnaby South. And CTV reported yesterday, after nearly 6 years of waiting, the family of a murdered 13-year-old Burnaby girl will finally be one step closer to justice. So on Wednesday, the man accused of killing Marissa Chen will finally stand trial. The teen's brutal death has gripped many in Metro Vancouver, and the court proceedings are expected to be very complex, with the trial scheduled to last 3 months. So this is just the beginning of a very long process. The jury will hear details of a controversial DNA dragnet that police say led them to her suspected killer. His name is Ibrahim Ali. Depending on the results of this trial, the contemporary investigative tool could be used by integrated homicide investigation teams more in the future. And so basically, this does center on DNA. It also it is also true that the accused is stating that he is responsible for the rape of Marissa Chen, and that's all. He's not claiming to be guilty of the death, and he did enter a plea today. It actually took a little bit to get this out of him. He just kept saying, "I did not kill Marissa Chen. I did not kill her." Um, and so the judge, because of the language barrier, had to keep going back to the interpreter, and he had to keep saying, "Are you then entering the plea of not guilty?" And he wasn't seeming to be able to just say not guilty. He just wanted to repeat the sentence. So it's off to a good start. There was a little bit of drama that was in the court this morning that apparently, from my understanding, I'm not able to report. I can only report on what took place in front of the jury. And so everything I've just shared with you took place in front of the jury. And we'll be following this very closely. 2019 were many dates in front of the court, with the Chinese community very hurt, very devastated with this murder of a 13-year-old girl. Her mother and father are not here today that I know of. The mother would like to be, but it's a very emotional time for her, of course. So we're going to be following what does happen and how this trial progresses. It's going to be a long go of it. I'll see if I can make it down to get updates here and there throughout the 3-month trial that we will be seeing. The justice for a beautiful, beautiful young 13-year-old. So we'll cover that. I've also had a couple of people that have sent me information on basically some pedophilic art displays that are going on in the world, and it's become quite a grave concern, outlining that the sexualization of children and the assault against their shall we say their you know, they don't know anything about all of these things, and it's been very tragic to see that the world has a plan to take away their innocence. It's an assault on their innocence is what's going on. And it's happening everywhere, even in our schools. And this is from the UK to the Netherlands to Scotland to North America, the United States of America, a huge uproar about it. So I'd like to get to our guest very quickly, who has done the the kindness to us of staying up extremely late. In England, I believe it's after 9 o'clock. And so we'd like to bring on Dr. David Grime. We have had him before, and he is an expert in all things. He loves to talk about vitamin D and vitamin C. But what we're going to do is ask all of our followers to head over to Rumble right now. We're going to put the link into the description, and you can follow us there, because we don't want to end up having any sanctions on our platforms. As you know, speaking the truth is sometimes a problem on some of the places that we're on. So we'll let you go. We want to welcome you, Dr. Grime. Thank you very much for staying up late for us. What is it like there in England right now?
It is dark. That's all I can
Yeah.
say. It has been raining all day, but I think the rain has just about stopped.
Right. Raining, just somewhat like Vancouver often is raining, but today it's a bit of a sunny day, actually, and I'm relieved about that. How